Let's talk about common spelling and grammar errors that make you look unprofessional. Spelling and grammar are important factors that can help show that you're intelligent, or if you're not careful, they can backfire and make you look unprofessional. No one is saying that you have to be perfect. Certainly in copywriting and in blogging, perfection is neither needed nor wanted. But there are some spelling and grammar errors that stand out as ones that you should avoid at all cost. Let's look at a few basics. Number 1, your and your. This seems simple, but it has become a habit for people to be lazy and not think about what they're saying. Your is a contraction for you are, and your shows possession. The best way to avoid this is to say the sentence out loud without the contraction. If the word are doesn't belong, then you know what is right. For example, your writing is great, but you're too long-winded. If you say this out loud, it sounds right. Your writing is great, but you are too long-winded. Number 2, to, and to. The best way to avoid making a mistake with this one is to think about what the words mean. To is used to connect things. To means also, and two is a number. Now when you think about how to form a sentence using these words, you can easily figure out which ones should be used. For example, I'm going to the store to buy 2 Cokes and I hope you'll come too. Try writing this sentence replacing to with the number 2 and to with also, and it works. I'm going to the store to buy 2 Cokes and I hope you'll come also. 3. There, and there. The best way to learn this is to learn the definition of each word as it's spelled rather than how it sounds. There means a destination. There is a contraction of they are, and there shows ownership. It might take you a bit of time to get there and there right, but if you learn to see the I and think of ownership, you'll be able to differentiate the words. For example, they're over there with their ice cream making a mess. Replace the words to make sure it's correct. They are over there with their ice cream. They are in the ice cream store with John's ice cream. Number 4, accept and accept. This one can be very confusing because the words sound almost alike. However, they have very clear differences in meaning. Accept means to consent to receive something offered, and accept means to exclude something. The way to remember is that accept and exclude both start with an E. For example, if you can accept the idea that most of the time I is before the E except after C, you will be able to spell better. Replace the words to understand if you're correct or not. If you can consent to the idea that most of the time I is before E other than after C, you will be able to spell better. Number 5, effect and effect. This one you will see a lot and it's a little bit harder of a concept. The best way is to understand what each means outside of how it sounds. Affect has to do with making a change or difference, or making someone feel something. Effect is like a ramification for an action. So, affect means to influence and effect means results. A lot of people think that these two words sound the same, but one way to sort things out is to use affect as a verb and use effect as a noun. For example, the antacid did not have the effect he hoped it would have, and he wished mightily that tomatoes didn't affect his stomach in that manner. Let's replace the words with results and influence to see what happens. The antacid did not have the results he hoped it would have, and he really wished tomatoes didn't influence his stomach in that manner. Number 6, complement and complement. These two are written incorrectly all the time, even if you do have spell checker on your computer. There is literally one letter difference that makes the words mean something totally new. Complement with an E means that it goes with everything, and compliment with an I means that I like to make flattering remarks to people. Just remember E for everything and I for I flatter you. Example, it's such a compliment to your profession that you've created all these complementary products and services. Try submitting the words with their meanings. It's flattering to your profession that you've created all these products and services that go together. Number 7, then and than. If you edit a lot of content or read social media a lot, you'll find this error on many occasions, similar and yet so different. Instead of just listening to the words or just looking at them, you'll need to associate their meanings to them. Then can also mean next, while than means to compare something to something else. For example, first go to the game, then go eat dinner at home because the food is better than a fast food place if you plan in advance. Replace the words with their meanings. First go to the game, next go eat dinner at home because the food is better compared to eating at a fast food place. Number 8. It's and its. The confusion surrounds the use of the apostrophe, which is often associated with possessive words, but in this case it's really a contraction. Since the word is a contraction of it is or it has, you would not use it to show possession. The word its without the apostrophe is the possessive form of it, not the plural form. For example, it's quite clear that I need to practice my grammar, or its weaknesses is going to ruin my work. Instead of rewriting, you can simply find out if the word is or has fits with the apostrophe, or if the word its is showing possession. Read it out loud. It is, instead of its with the apostrophe, quite clear that I need to practice my grammar, or its weakness shows possession is going to ruin my work. These common spelling and grammar errors can make you look unprofessional and uneducated. They're very simple, yet they can be super confusing if you're not thinking as you write. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, and that's okay. It's how you fix them when you find out about them that matters.